Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to do a final review of the Korean historical drama that just finished airing, My Dearest. So My Dearest stars Nam Kung-min as Lee Jang-hyun, Lee Eun-jin as Yoo Gil-chae, Lee Hak-ju as Nam Young-jin, Yeon-jin, Lee Da-in as Kyung-eun, Kim Yeon-woo as Ryang-eum, Ji Seung-hyun as Koo Won-moo. It tells a tragic love story between a noblewoman and this mysterious man in the 1600s during the Qing invasion in Korea. So I cannot comment on the historical accuracies and all that, and I no longer am concerned about historical accuracies in dramas because they're not that accurate most times, even though some dramas really try to stick and be historically accurate for dramatization purposes. Yeah, it's really hard to be historically accurate but also a good drama at the same time. I really love how they told the story from a storytelling point of view. I think the colors in this drama is wonderful. The soundtrack is really good. The background music that they chose for this drama, they're not over dramatic. It's very subtle, and what makes this drama one step above the others is definitely the acting. Without it, it could just be a tragic love story in a historical setting. But Nam Kung-min is so good. The details that he put in this character, oh my god. He is so good, and every time I think about that scene, just makes me tear up. Him asking her, what does the other guy have that he doesn't have?
정말 밉군. 도대체 연준드롱에게는 있고 내게는 없는 게 뭐요?
He's just so good. Yeah, he really portrayed that desperate longing to be loved by her so beautifully. And An really does keep up with him. Her character development in this drama, what she has to go through to survive. I mean, she portrayed a character that was really sheltered and got what she wanted to someone who lost everything and had to do everything in her power to survive because none of her companions could do it, so she has to do it herself. Even after, when her life is not in danger, when they experienced that difficulty of no one to rely on, she really took control of her life. And when the two leads just keep reuniting and keep separating, they reunited and developed their feelings and grew more fond of each other. And when they separated, the angst and the longing grew stronger. Oh my god. The feeling that only the two of them can understand each other completely because everybody else has their own perception of them and that they might not be a good fit, but in reality, they are match made in heaven in a different time and in different circumstances. They would live happily ever after. But that's not the situation they have now. They have to be far apart. She has her responsibilities and he has a duty, even though he doesn't want to do it, it seems like, and he would rather do something else. He can't help that he's good at strategizing and surviving and getting along with his enemy. As people rely on Kilche, people also rely on Changyeon. Those responsibilities are what's keeping them apart. And, I've read some comments about what transpired in episode 10, but I think they did it right. It was right that it happened. It was right that Kilche decided to marry that soldier, commander, captain, general, whoever he was, because she is a woman of her time. She can't survive. It's dangerous. Despite him lying about saving her during that one time, he did help her a lot, and she does owe him. And, she thought Changyeon died. She thought he died. And as for Changyeok, he is also a man of his time. He's free to do whatever he wants. And he has resources. He lived without being bound to anything or anybody. And he is capable of dealing with the consequences of his actions. And he has his reasons of acting that way. He thought that the reason why Kilche was obsessed with getting Yeonjin, even trying to destroy his relationship with her friend, what's her name? Eunhae, trying to ruin their union and marriage. And why she's so obsessed with him is because she's someone she couldn't have. So Changyeon thought, well, I will also become that man. I don't know why, but he thought that he expressed himself enough and he assured her enough, but not actually. He expected her to wait for her without a specific deadline on when he's coming back, be it 1 year or 30 years later. And they're both stubborn. They're really stubborn. And I think it was reasonable for her to run away with him, or at least attempt to, because he is someone she loved genuinely. She realized that this is love, and she longed for him and she mourned for him, and she has dedicated the last several years to survive and taking care of others around her. And it's not like she's leaving her family with no one to take care of them. She has a trusted friend and she has a successful business that she's leaving behind. So I think it was reasonable for her to give in to her urges for the first time in a long time. And I don't think that destroyed or crashed her character development, because at the end she did stay and get married officially. And he also let her go. So it's realistic, and they both matured at the end of episode 10. I think that episode as a whole was a good ending to part 1. And I look forward to Nam Gung-min's third collaboration with Lee Chung-ah, where they work together first in Awaken, second in $1 Lawyer, where she played his lover who tragically died. I don't know. I really love their chemistry together. I thought that they would end up together in Awaken, but his partner was Seolyan, and she had another partner in that drama. So I kind of was disappointed that they didn't end up together, that they weren't the end game, and that she died in that $1 Lawyer drama. And even though I love the chemistry between Nam Gung-min and An In-jin, they really chose a good actress to pair up with him, because I really want Changyeon and Kilche to end up together, and they need someone that was strong enough to break that connection. So I think it's a good choice. Even though they won't end up together, I know, and he won't love whoever Lee Chung-a's character genuinely or as much as he loves Kyul-chae, and Kyul-chae also would not love Wonu as much as she loves Changyeon, but I really, really look forward to it. And 1 month to endure before we see their story continue. In the meanwhile, I think Ji Chung's drama will be airing in between part 1 and part 2. So that's something to look forward to also. I think that's it. See you next time, everybody. Bye.